Yes, we should take a look at the Black Ops multiplayer. Today we'll be reacting to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer reveal, which was revealed on the September 9th. So, yesterday for me. I've seen parts of it, so as you can see, guys, it's 4 hours. We're not going to watch 4 hours because we're going to be skipping to the bits that mean something or they talk about. So we won't be watching it because I think at the an hour mark there is a live stream of people playing it. So we might take a few brief moments to have a look at that. But I just want to look at the actual reel. So without further ado, let's take a look at the reveal in 3, 2, 1. Hold on. This live stream is sponsored by Activision. Depiction of vehicles, weapons, or gear does not indicate participation, sponsorship, or endorsement of any trademark owner. And of course, as always, the link to this video will be down below. Give it a like. Right now. Like. Okay, is this gonna be... Okay, 24 seconds. Okay, so it should start soon. Ooh, here we go. Ooh, 17 plus. Targeting mode, 14 minutes. Oh, is this the Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead. This is just... Wait, is it 1 minute 45? Okay, here we go. 1, go! There you go. Dope. World multiplayer reveal.
Here we go. Hi everyone, I'm David Vonderhaar, studio design director at Treyarch.
Hi David.
Welcome to the multiplayer reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
You catch me to now?
On behalf of the teams at Treyarch and Raven and all our development partners across the world, thank you for joining us. Today, we do a little recon across all Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. The world, the missions, the weapons, the characters, and the systems. And you know, we'll make some fun announcements along the way. From here on out, we talk directly to you, the best fans in gaming.
Us?
Joining me throughout the show is a big cast of characters from across the studio, along with some of your favorite Call of Duty content creators and streamers. One thing you've come to expect from a Black Ops game is that we are never quite satisfied with the status quo. We are always looking for a way to do it better. But some things shouldn't change, and for every multiplayer game we make, one thing hasn't: how we start things off. This is the worldwide debut of the Black Ops Cold War multiplayer trailer.
Come on, give it. Give it to me. Come on, David. Don't leave me hanging. Come on, my dude. Now you can see him say, oh, here we go, here we go. Gameplay captured on PlayStation 5. Okay. Oh, hell yeah! 1983.
Threat neutralized.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
We're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
Nice!
We work off the books.
Operate in the shadows.
To keep the wolves at bay.
Today,
oh, that's the guy from...
reshape the world.
That's the guy from trailer. Miami?
We do it in Miami.
No. Okay.
Let them come.
That's dope. War Machine. I remember that. This looks insane! Oh, wait, you can jump. I'm getting it.
Go, go, go! It's time to punch that top guard.
Secure the sub.
I'll take care of this.
That is amazing. Obviously, this was in the previous trailer. This bit.
Ah, shit.
Soviet convoy disabled.
What? There's a train in the middle of the map?
I'll drive.
Hell yes. Okay, okay.
Big Papa picked the war run. And that's how it goes.
You could...
Keep pushing. Go over here.
Woods? Woods and woods? Dude, that looks insane, bro. Oh my god, there's so much going on.
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Get it. Good. Go, guys. Go get it. Dude, this looks amazing.
You just saw it. This is
The only thing I just want to say about this, the audio level is really quiet in this part, in this section or segment, and then like I've tried to turn it up for this bit, and then I had to turn it down for the trailer bit.
an unapologetic
I can see why, though.
Cold War
I can
game
see why,
set
because-
in the 80s. But it's still a Black Ops game. And for over a decade, we built our multiplayer experiences atop a core set of guiding principles. They form our pillars, deniable operations that deploy around the world, signature combat tailored to how you play, connected experiences that
You can only see
deliver
3 though.
robust ongoing content, and integrate deeply into the next evolution of Warzone. Today, we're going to explore each of these facets of multiplayer. We're going to show you how this globe-trotting, cinematically connected experience
Dude, it
is
looks
our most
insanely
immersive
good.
yet. And
So
then,
good.
We're going to show it to you in a way we never could before, with a little help from some friends. First up, the bedrock of Black Ops, deniable operations. These are the places in multiplayer you never saw.
Just maps,
and the
basically,
things
right?
You never did.
It's just
The
a
missions that
fancy
stay
name
off
for
the
maps.
books, and the targets and sources who stay off the record.
So I have a
The
question.
Cold War we set out to build is realistic. It's plausible. Most importantly, it's inspired by a gritty historical tone that we've woven into every element of our game's world and story and gameplay. Chaotic and always confidential, the deniable ops lie at the heart of multiplayer, raising the bar while creating a clear and unique narrative that influences every bit of our world building. For Black Ops Cold War, that
I really like how they've structured everything so far. It works really, really well. And by the way, can I just say, David has a glorious beard, man. What the hell, man? It looks insane. He's like a happy Santa Claus, man. I don't know. I was trying to come up with a good analogy, but you know what? You know, he looks awesome. And to be fair, in November, he will be Santa Claus when they release this. So I'm guessing, right? Deniable Operations is basically a fancy name for maps available to play. And so far, we've seen some. I don't think that will be all. There will be a couple of extras. Dude, the Miami one. Oh my days! As long as it's balanced in like lanes and stuff, dude, that would be the best map to play. Why wouldn't you want to go back to the 80s in you know, Ocean Drive in Miami and like have a fight on there, or like the fact that they have also included water combat into multiplayer is awesome. I can't think of is this the first time Call of Duty introduced water combat in a multiplayer map? Because I can't remember any more. Let me know if there was another map previously that was around water. I really also like the diversity of the maps so far. You go from the cold Ural Mountains to the woods in Uzbekistan to Ocean Drive in Miami to the deserts of Angola. There was also, I think there was a couple of more that we haven't seen. Oh, of course, the water in North Atlantic. I wonder if these maps or, you know, operations were based on real life events. That's what I would find interesting.
world building drove each multiplayer level in 2 ways.
They'll literally probably
With the
answer
signature
this in
level
like
design you've
2
come to
minutes.
expect, and by pushing the visual bar and immersing players into a narrative.
Also, what's with the train and like tanks and stuff? Does the player operate them or the like AI?
Battles that unfold on the neon-soaked streets of Miami's famed South Beach. Deniable Ops are the Black Ops stories inspired by history, but forgotten by the history.
Moscow? That read Moscow, which is Moscow.
5 maps to give you a small taste of the range
5
of
maps.
Deniable Ops awaiting in multiplayer. Later today, you'll see them playing. But here's a few of my teammates to share what they love most from how they were made.
Give me.
My name
Okay,
is
so
Brittany Beidelman. I'm a level designer.
hello,
I'm
Brittany.
Kendall Snow, associate level designer.
Hello, Kendall.
Brittany Perello, producer.
Hello, Brittany. Again.
Senior level designer.
Stop, Matt.
In Satellite, a top secret American recon satellite
Has lost power.
And crashed in the deserts of Angola. With hired DJI forces closing in,
now it's a race to secure the crash site.
King of
what
the
I
hill
love
kind of
about
thing.
Satellite is the fact that it's just this amazing natural space.
Because larger maps have more components, we can apply more details into maps like Satellite, which make them feel even more natural. The satellite at the center is like a king of the hill. Anyone who wants
Makes
it
sense,
has to
makes
run
sense, yeah.
toward you because it's raised higher than the rest of the map.
I like how they've added a
I'm usually
narrative to
playing one
each
of
map
two
so far.
ways.
That's really
All
cool.
in, full ham, dying again and again. Or in objective modes, I'll flank and get the jump on people. Satellite scratches both of those itches. Even though it's an outdoor space, the map's 2 different regions mean I can play long and short range tactics.
I'll be honest, I am trash with the sniper rifle, but a shotgun, that I can do. I have always been a big fan of close quarters combat.
Dude, this is
And
so
there's
cool.
great cat and mouse style gameplay in Satellite.
Sure.
The crash satellite
Respect.
is a super fun spot to try and outplay your enemies. Predict which way they'll circle the debris to run up behind them, or just duck inside the satellite and take your shot.
This
Dude.
is going to be one of those classic Black Ops maps the world knows and loves for how quickly engagements fire up.
The fact they've added narrative to the maps is so cool, by the way. Can I just say that?
Must collide on the open seas in a top secret.
Like, sorry, there's a narrative to the map. It's not just like, oh, this thing happened, right? I love the fact there's a narrative surrounding the map, and we don't know whether that will be in the campaign or out of the campaign, whether like the multiplayer is a separate, that it has separate locations to the campaign. I'm guessing they don't. I'm guessing the campaign will tie in. Oh, sorry, the multiplayer maps will tie into the campaign. I can kind of see that. It always has. It probably always will be, as per any Call of Duty game. But I like the fact that they're building on that narrative just from the multiplayer. That's cool.
Inspired by a real-life event, Project Azure,
I'm really interested in this
CIA,
map.
JSOC, and Soviet forces converged to recover a sunken prototype nuclear Soviet
How big is the
submarine
map
from
as
the
well?
ocean floor.
The calm waters of Armada explode into massive naval conflict as players battle for control of large
Sabotage!
With no lanes walling you in.
You can just be a pirate, man.
Ships, decks, in the water,
Please release a
and
pirate skin for this map.
Wake runners and gunboats.
Why is all the guns gone?
Chaos in the best way.
This really cool map that gives this amazing sense of exploration. There are so many little individual areas to find and new ways to surround or flank your enemies and get the upper hand.
Okay, so you can go in the Warzone. That's good. That's
A
good.
hidden safe house has been discovered right in the heart
Dude,
of the USSR.
Moscow as well.
In the shadow of Moscow's opulent train station.
God,
Spetsnaz dispatched, the area has gone hot.
how much more communist do you want to
So
make
the
this,
Moscow
bro?
map is set in the dead heart of a big city. So you're wandering through the
Culture
streets
center.
with
That's a
a bunch
culture
of
center.
cars, and there's tall buildings on either side of you.
There's this sense that you've been dropped into a point in history.
I don't recognize this part, but this is going back like
First
40
thing I
odd
do
years.
is run right to the center because that's where all lanes cross in the Moscow map, and eventually,
Kind of like Crash.
it doesn't
Okay.
take long. People are going to run through the metro station. So you can just sit there and wait, but chances are there's going to be people running right into your line of fire right off the bat.
That's awesome. So
It's
like,
a classic
yeah,
3-lane map where teamwork really makes the dream work.
relay map, yeah. I wonder if the church is accessible as well. I don't think it will be because of, you know,
January 17th,
sensitive subject and stuff.
1984.
This is
location
it.
Heavily influenced
This
by
is
Miami's
it,
famous,
okay.
or perhaps infamous, Ocean Drive. This is a night map, but one unlike players have seen before.
You can sneak through dark, shadowy alleys, go out onto the beach, out into the ocean,
You can dive in the water and wade along the coast to get the drop on the other side.
or you can just go right down the street and bask in the neon light.
So can you select your deployment of where you
First time I
go?
played through Miami,
Where you
I could
deploy?
hear this 80s nightclub music playing through the walls of one of the buildings.
Oh hell yeah. That's
Little
dope.
details make it lifelike, and it becomes this joy to experience.
That's the character from the campaign, though. That's the guy with the scars on his face, right?
My goal is to never be on the main street in the center,
Nah.
because that is sniper heaven, and that is Brittany hell.
That's where
So
that's where
I
we
always
going.
go and try to flank and get those snipers from the back.
Our art and design teams worked really hard to bring the best possible night experience to the players. You'll see that play out when you sneak in the shadows on the beach or engage enemies in the center strip.
It really makes people feel like they're in Miami in the 80s. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. That's amazing. That's really, really cool.
In Crossroads, NATO has learned a large Soviet missile convoy is on its way to the border.
Special forces dispatch alongside MI6
Yeah, this was
ambush the convoy and secure the weapons before all hell breaks
the
loose.
movement. See, that's what I was
It's one of
like
our
wondering
most
about. What's the
cinematic
objection?
maps
Do you
with
have to
boots on
destroy the
ground
convoy?
feel that feels pulled from the campaign.
Your team will want to hold down and protect its own outposts to guarantee access to one of these tanks. But infantry combat doesn't take a backseat in Crossroads, as natural terrain and foliage masks movements and provides tactical advantages.
There's a bunch of snowmobiles when you first spawn, and it's a mad dash to grab one.
So what's with the
Running
tanks?
people over with the snowmobile is my favorite thing to do.
No.
Each environment changes the dynamic of how you play and caters to unique loadouts. Crossroads is a bigger map, and that allows you to play the way you want to play.
Hey, the RCXD. Hello. Hello.
The beaches of Miami, a frozen over lake, the open ocean. Our visual research department racked up miles visiting them all. Because if you're going to deploy around the globe in this game, that required them to do the same. The mission for our artist is absolute authenticity. Step one in that process is photo scanning thousands of real-world objects, terrains, and materials.
I was gonna say, how close
Those
is it to
assets
like
ensure our upgraded,
actual
physically
thing?
based renderer delivers the best-looking Black Ops yet. True 4K, high dynamic range with the true color and tone, ray tracing on systems that support it, photometric lighting courtesy of our Luminaire system, and overhauled contour terrain system. The result is gritty, it's believable, I dare say it's got ambience. Most importantly, it sets the perfect stage for multiplayer combat. On that note, here's Matt with more on the modes and missions ahead.
So I guess
a little bit about where
he's gonna have standard modes plus something else, I think.
When you get there. In Black Ops Cold War, our classic game modes are returning, and they're better than.
It looks a little awkward. It's okay. Let's give him some love, chat. Let's give him some love, guys.
From the tried and true.
You can do it, Matt. You're good.
Domination and search and destroy to the return of the competitive game mode control. We've taken a fresh eye to all of your favorites. We're encouraging more meaningful gameplay with larger capture zones and domination. We're updating spawn systems in Hardpoint. And now we show you where the next Hardpoint will spawn so you can regroup, rotate, and set up for the next fight. Across all of our classic modes, we're working hard to make this the most rewarding and competitive multiplayer experience.
Nice.
And while your
That's
go-to
a
modes
nice
are coming
transition
back
to show.
better than ever, let's talk about the innovative new modes you'll be going to next. With that, let me introduce you to my teammate Marquise Gladney, who's here to tell you about the brand new multiplayer experience we call VIP Escort.
VIP Escort began with a question. How can we create a game mode inspired by the kind of real-life, totally true,
Hey, what's up,
but
Marquise?
completely redacted Black Ops that first inspired this franchise? The result is Extraction in its purest form.
His voice,
a
bro.
new
His
6-on-6
voice.
objective-based game mode we call VIP Escort. In Black Ops, we normally task you with fighting, but VIP Escort turns that on its head with a new mechanic. If you're selected as the VIP, your #1 job, it's to live. In this team-based op, your team will try to escort you off the map or eliminate the other team trying to stop you. As VIP, you'll skip creative class. You're too important after all. Instead, you'll deploy with a kitted out pistol, a smoke grenade, a spy plane for team intel, and a
UAV,
whole lot
yeah.
of hope that your team knows what the hell it's doing. The mission? Stay alive and escape the map. To do so, you'll need to reach one of 2 possible exfil sites, which rotate over the course of the match to keep teams on their toes. There are stakes here. If you die, that ends the round. But team up and you can get your squad back on their feet quickly via last stand and revive.
That's so cool.
Each team's choices and tactics create layers of strategy and counterplay, injecting the best of Black Ops themes directly into this competition. Will your team pull Cold War mind games and misdirection by splitting up the squad to draw fire and create
Hey, Cold
distractions
War
for
mind
VIP?
games.
Or is a
Nice.
full-on assault more their style? Will they travel ahead and scout, run protection detail, or take a bullet for you Secret Service style? My personal keys to victory? I stick close and escort the VIP and defend them at all costs. If the VIP doesn't make it out alive, it won't matter if you do. This new deniable operation only scratches the surface of what it means to play Cold War multiplayer.
So I'm guessing, okay, so real quick, so I'm guessing one team has got the VIP, right? The other team does not have the VIP, so it's attack and defend kind of thing. What's up, Top Block? You good to go? Alright, give me a moment, my dude, give me a moment.
Up next, we want to share another new way to play that goes above and beyond that classic 6v6 experience you've come to expect.
Okay.
Combined Arms is where multiplayer gets bigger and badder, bringing together the best of multiplayer's large-scale battles by combining infantry and vehicular gameplay into a single cohesive combat experience. In Combined Arms Domination, players will deploy into 12 versus 12 battles, each customized and unique to its own environment.
Like Ground War,
but
right?
These battles aren't just bigger or more chaotic. We've worked hard to ensure the 2 levels of boots on the ground and all-out vehicular warfare complement and enhance one another on each map. Tanks, snowmobiles, wake runners, gunboats, and more. These vehicles amplify the action, sure, but they also create jaw-dropping moments right in the middle of the fight. The way I personally play Combined Arms depends on my mood. If I'm going for the win, it's rally time, and I'm pushing to capture every objective on the map. Whether that means loading up a gunboat on Armada or popping smokes so my team can cross the frozen lake in Crossroads.
Well, see, that's the question. So, do you actually get to ride the tank?
I'm putting my try-hard pants on and making it happen. And that's the thing. In Combined Arms, almost anything can happen. I'll seek out fun moments that aren't possible in other modes, like ziplining onto the enemy ship and seeing how long I can last before getting taken.
Pirate, yar!
At launch, you can expect even more Combined Arms maps and modes, each tailored and tuned to bring the most fun, frenetic action this format can deliver.
That's dope.
Take Armada,
That's so cool.
our most unique map to date. You
I was
saw
gonna
earlier
say.
that the only life preservers on this sea-based map are your tactics, as each capture zone requires a different approach. Will you attack surgically with a 2-seater wake runner, gather your squad and storm the main ship? From ziplines that traverse the map to all new naval tactics, Armada is Combined Arms Domination realized.
Hell yeah.
High stakes, high speed combat to the high seas. On Crossroads, you'll trade your wetsuit for a snowsuit, fighting for control of Soviet bunkers across the frozen tundra. With high-powered tanks patrolling the frozen lake and surrounding roads, you'll need to choose how to take on those slow movers.
Okay.
So whether you're hopping onto a snowmobile for a quick flank or rolling up your sleeves and sticking on some C4, the story is yours to ride.
I really like the aesthetic as well of the of these talks from each person.
Zipline, cross frozen lakes, and dipped into Miami's beaches.
I really like
It's
it.
really just the start of the full Deniable Ops experience. Add up the work on your favorite classic game modes to
It's
the
like
arrival
this
of new modes
80s
like VIP
war room
Escort and Combined
aesthetic
Arms
to it, you know?
and it all stacks up to our most ambitious multiplayer yet. One you can play any way you want and in new ways you never expected.
Hell yeah.
If you're a Call of Duty League fan, we have a bunch of new stuff lined up just for you. Stay tuned. This may be a multiplayer game built for everyone, but these will be your deniable operations. And now, I'll turn it over to Tony to talk about what we mean when we say signature combat.
Thanks, Matt. Now, a lot has changed for us since the first Black Ops game, from our development pipelines to totally new technologies, but some things haven't changed.
Hey,
After
Tony.
over a decade of making Black Ops games, we're more inspired than ever to keep honing in on that
Lead
authentic,
combat
classic
designer.
Black Ops feel, all while taking it to new heights. Now we know that to you, combat is more than just pointing and shooting. It's about how your operator moves and weaves through your surroundings. It's feeling the power of your
Ooh,
weapon.
nice.
how it
Smooth,
reacts in your
smooth
hand.
AF.
It's the sound of bullets storming past you, the rattle and bang of firing your weapon. In Cold War, we're back to plausible, authentic, boots-on-the-ground combat. And that has allowed us to not only refine the feel of the game, but build on all the classic foundations of Black Ops. Heads-up gameplay, automated healing, and grounded movement. Keeping your player experience in the front of our minds has also inspired a fresh wave of thinking across our creative class and Scorestreaks system. where we're introducing features that bring
Yeah, this is the one, dude.
And cinematic wow moments to when you're playing.
Damn, that looks so good. Let's carry on.
Now, innovating systems while still capturing that signature Black Ops super smooth feel is a notoriously tricky thing to get just right. And we put everything we have into it for each game. This is an absolute team effort. So I brought some of my friends from the combat team to help tell you about our initiatives for this game and how they've resulted in signature combat that feels just right. Here's Max Porter to start us off.
Thanks, dude.
We've taken lessons learned from across Black Ops
What's
and the
up,
entire
Max?
Call of Duty franchise to land on a truly best-in-class weapon experience. The gun is almost always right in front of you and must look great. From a gun's seams down to its grime, the level of detail in Black Ops Cold War has never been higher. But our weapons also need to move in a realistic manner. You'll feel it in this game, whether you're clocking from long range
Nice.
or firing from the hip.
Oh, nice little addition. Hold on. Wait. Watch this. So there's a blood splatter here on the sand, which is kind of nice little touch.
Or firing from the hip.
Right here. That's a nice little addition. I like.
When we think about a gun, we think about the way it looks, the way it's going to move, but a big part of a gun's personality is the sound that it makes. It's like the bark of a dog. You're sort of imagining all these guns as characters. That just adds to that level of realism.
I wonder if all the skins have the same, like, flow. I don't want to say flow, it's compared to CS, but I'm just wondering if, like, all the skins are exactly the same, kind of with the same wear marks.
In that sort of immersive quality that is unique to Call of Duty.
No shit, I wouldn't be able to tell. I'm playing 2K. Oh. I like it though.
It's this
I like this.
multifaceted approach to how weapons look, animate, and sound that together defines the feel of Cold War's signature gunfighting experience. Here's Alvin with a debrief on some of the other combat systems waiting for you in Cold War.
Thanks, Max. Thanks, my dude. Create a class. Here we go.
Let's talk about two of the most significant and impactful features of multiplayer.
Let's talk, Alvin.
Create a class and Scorestreaks.
Hell yeah.
Our goal with Create a Class in Cold War is to empower you without making trade-offs. This year, better starts with simpler. Create a Class will be a slot-based
I really like the aesthetics
no
of
longer
this.
governed by allocations or the Pick 10 system. You'll always boast a full class of a primary, secondary, lethal, tactical, field upgrade, and a set of
Nice,
perks.
okay.
Field upgrades are items placed in the world to give your team an advantage. You can earn them solely based on time, not score. And they are the only type of game
Interesting.
content that works on a cooldown that lasts.
So it's like, yeah, cooldown, like an ultimate kind of
Wildcards
thing, right?
are back. In this system, in every class, you can pick one of 4 wildcards that let you do things like load your primary weapon with up to 8 attachments, carry up to 6 perks, double the number of lethals and tacticals you have, or carry 3 primary perks from any mix of categories. Of course, a key component of Create a Class is the Gunsmith.
Yes, sir. The
Black
guns.
Ops Cold War, there are more optics and attachments to unlock and configure than ever before. Every primary weapon can be customized with 54 attachments across 8 different nodes or attachment points, with at least 6 options per attach point. By default,
Over
you can equip 5
50.
attachments, or 8 with the Gunfighter wildcard. For the first time, Gunsmith will show you what equipping and
Wait, so can I just point out the name? Wood's Day Off. I like that.
attachment
Sorry.
does as positive or negative
Nice.
percentage. You can now build backwards, specking out the perfect gun for results you want to see.
That's insane.
This takes the guesswork out of the system and helps us on our never-ending quest to make the most balanced Call of Duty game you've ever played.
I was gonna say, having so many attachments, it should be much easier to balance the game. It should be much easier to balance the game in regards to, rather than balancing the gun, you should be able just to focus on a couple of attachments that say are OP or you know, are super nerfed, and balance it out that way. I really like that. I really, and the variety as well. That's insane.
There's one more thing I need to talk about. First up, we've updated Scorestreaks so that earned score is kept through death. This change gives all players a chance to engage with Scorestreaks, one of the most visceral and fun experiences across multiplayer's signature combat. If you do go on a streak and string together multiple kills before your own death, streak score bonuses help you earn into those higher-powered score streak tiers. To prevent score streak spam, each score streak will go on a cooldown after it's used.
That was my next question. Nice.
So, what
That's
score
cool.
streaks are we talking about? Well, your favorites are back, but we've also got a few surprises.
LCXD, nice.
Score streaks in Cold War can be used in all the classic ways: to aid in taking an objective, to save your team, to break up the pace of the game with a fun new experience.
Hell yeah.
We've also tailored strategy into the system, as score streaks can often be neutralized with a counter score streak. And now I'll pass it over to Sunny to share more about our operators and how they move in Black Ops Cold War.
Thanks, Alvin. My dude. Okay, operators. And I'm going to be looking at operators.
Elite, covert, powerful. When you play as a Cold War operator, you won't just step into the boots of a highly trained precision instrument. Every movement will have a purpose. To increase the fidelity and feel of
What's
even
up,
the smallest
Sonny?
elements, modelers, animators, and concept artists all work side by side, planning for every point of contact with every gun, every stance and position, every scenario. Thanks to increased dynamic bone counts, we've been able to enhance the effects of physics and gravity on what you carry, from the weight of your gear, like pouches and grenades, to the way a wallet chain or rope sways as you sprint. Your entire
Interesting. So these run slower if you're more like pull up with the equipment.
Through new cutting-edge techniques in animation and programmatic movement. The first is sprint takeoff. This is the feature that gives your operator a running start. You start with a little sprint and then it slows down to normal speed. This lets you feel the momentum of like where you're going and where you're going to end up. We wanted to preserve the fluidity and fun of an operator's ability to slide. In Black Ops Cold War, when you slide, you start and end in a crouch position in a believable way. This allows two-player movement states to function better as one,
That's
all
dope.
while improving gameplay and enhancing pace. Footstep control also plays a big part of the new movement system. Go faster and you'll make more noise. Of course, we still have Ninja as a perk, but Ninja is no longer the only way to keep quiet. Whether or not you're crouched, how loud you get is now directly tied to how fast you're moving. Lastly,
Nice. That's a good. That's a quality of life update. I like it.
height, which will very briefly slow you down on landing. Our goal in all of these movement mechanics is to ensure operators' actions are not just authentic, but intuitive. When you press a button or a key, you should always feel in control of your operator. And this system has been built to translate your decisions into dynamic movement more seamlessly than ever. The era of the game might be the 80s, but the characters you play will move and shoot like the world's most highly skilled operators.
I feel like we're slowly moving into tactical shooter territory with all these
It's
updates.
how that gun feels, how it sounds, how it's designed to create a combat experience. And combat isn't just about conflict, it's also movement. So the fluid ways in which your operators shift around the AO and carry the gear you outfit them in is just as important as the choices you give them. Choices like the overhauled Creative Class system, or all those attachment possibilities in Gunsmith, or the new ways you can earn and deploy score streaks in the thick of battle. These combat initiatives work together to deliver the most intuitive, plausible, authentic, boots-on-the-ground experience possible, and they are at the heart of Black Ops Cold War. Now on that note, I'd like to introduce Miles, who's going to discuss some of the biggest innovations yet.
Thanks, Tony. All right, everyone, let's talk Warzone.
What's that, Miles?
How we're pouring it all into
What's
the
that, my
Cold War
dude?
multiplayer experience, but let's confirm it right here, right now.
Creative
Black Ops
specialist.
Cold War will also usher in the next evolution of Call of Duty Warzone, continuing and
Nice.
expanding the
I thought that might be the
blockbuster
case.
Battle Royale free-to-play experience, and it'll be a true evolution, with Warzone not merely picking up where the Modern Warfare climax left off narratively, but also interweaving the themes, locations, weapons, and vehicles of Black Ops Cold War right into the action. Cold War and Warzone will also share post-launch content from a narrative standpoint across both the Battle Pass system and item shop content. This interlinks Call of Duty in ways that evolve the Warzone experience while delivering jaw-dropping moments. So yeah, you can expect some surprises along the way. One surprise we're avoiding is the feeling of starting over. It's important to us.
That was gonna be my next question.
Your characters and weapons and progression-related items, which is why investment and progress in Cold War is reflected in Warzone. While these are two very big games, from the beginning they've been built to work together. Your player experience is everything to us. So we're making sure Black Ops Cold War and Warzone share progression, with much of your previously earned Modern Warfare content, from weapons to cosmetics, still available for use in both Warzone and Modern Warfare. We're collaborating with our studio partners across Call of Duty to preserve continuity while building a new chapter of Warzone that'll immerse you into all of the best elements of Black Ops Cold War. That's multiple studios totally committed to continuing this new tradition of insanely fun, absurdly accessible Warzone action. We can't wait for you to see how Verdansk and all of Call of Duty will evolve in the year ahead.
I was gonna say, so I'm guessing like Warzone will be like an ongoing kind of thing. And I'm guessing every year it's gonna add more and more and more content. Essentially, it's gonna like build up on it. So they're using Warzone as like a long-term investment. I'm thinking.
But that sense of
I could be wrong though, but those are my thoughts.
Just Warzone. That's why I'm excited to confirm that Black
Are
Ops
you
Cold War
serious right
will
now?
not only
Cross-generation
support
as well? That's
cross-platform play
insane.
and progression, but will also deliver cross-generation play to the game. That's because Black Ops Cold War is, at its heart, a connected experience, and playing together on whatever.
I wonder if there is a way to differentiate between which platform you're playing on, whether like it's an Xbox One or a Series X or Series S, PlayStation 4 or 5. Maybe they're just not in here yet, but it would be interesting to see if you would be able to see who you're playing with and whether, you know, what features they have and don't, kind of thing. And maybe they all have the same features, who knows. Roll for initiative, nice. D&D, my dude, nice.
Cross-play and cross-progression across current and next generation systems across all modes. That won't be easy, but it's worth it to allow fans who have never had a chance to play together to squad up and deploy, no barriers between them. And with the Battle Pass system delivering a steady stream of post-launch content, Black Ops Cold War will be the very first cross-platform, cross-generation Call of Duty experience. Making
That's
it
a
the
big
deepest
selling
game
point.
in
That's a
franchise
huge
history.
selling point.
Vaughn, where do we go next?
Yeah, Miles, on this.
So like with PlayStation, you know, coming out in the holidays, I'm sure there'll be some people who'd be, you know, sticking with the current generation, but you know, getting like the Call of Duty Cold War and all of the bits to it, but not buying the next gen console. And if this, you know, if the users still want to play with their friends on the old console, that's huge. That's huge. And I wonder what other games will follow this as well. And how successful will this be?
We've got a very special guest, Mark from Beanox.
Hey, what's up, Van? On behalf of Beanox, we are extremely excited and proud
Hey, Mark.
to bring Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War to Battle.net as the lead PC developer. PC continues to be a critically important pillar of game development for the Call of Duty franchise. In addition to the major improvements we have made to Call of Duty PC in the past, including uncapped frame rates, high refresh rate support, and customized field of view, we're always looking for ways to improve features and customizable settings. One of the biggest improvements this year is that the Black Ops engine now runs on DirectX 12. This has led to a huge improvement in terms of performance and latency reduction. For players who prioritize immersive gameplay, we have a great partnership with NVIDIA to bring ray trace effects, performance accelerating
ray tracing
per sampling or DLSS, and reflex latency optimization technology. We will implement ray trace shadows and ambient occlusion to improve the quality of light shadow and sunlight shadow. This improves surface and contact detail and fixes problems associated with traditional shadow mapping techniques like aliasing, freckling, and disconnected shadows. Also, we will be implementing AI-powered DLSS, so players will be able to increase their frame rate while maintaining the visual quality of the game. For players looking for better responsiveness, we've integrated the Reflex low latency technology to lower system latency. This combines both GPU and game optimization. We're also happy to announce that Reflex will be coming to Call of Duty Warzone in the future. We have so much more to talk about, but right now I would like to hand it back to David Van Der. Van?
We've declassified a whole lot today. And one thing is clear.
That's
Black
awesome.
Ops Cold War is here, and it's ushering in a new chapter of deniable operations that are undeniably Call of Duty at its very best. Realistic, plausible, gritty. You've seen our team-wide commitment to storytelling, infusing the story and spirit of the Cold War narrative into everything we do, even in multiplayer. You've seen our emphasis.
I keep trying to figure oh, it says Berlin. Thank God. Okay, I paused it at the right time because I've been trying to figure it out. I was like, where is that?
On authenticity
Berlin.
shines in
Berlin.
every location, every weapon, every vehicle, every character. Each one telling a story we can't wait for you to uncover and experience. You've seen us challenge ourselves to not only innovate on classic game modes, but introduce a new generation of instant classics. Modes like VIP Escort and Combined Arms Domination. You'll see that duo played today, and it's just the start, as we've got massive drops of free content planned post-launch, including new...
It's the Cold War operatives coming for me.
No matter what type of multiplayer gamer you are, you'll find something for you. Tying it all together is that signature combat you love. Grounded and always realistic, you'll move fast and fluid. Feel powerful when you need to be, and customized just the way you want to be. The new Creative Class and Scorestreaks systems give you even more of what you love, infusing more control and cinematic moments with less friction between you and the gameplay than ever before. And this is a true connected experience. Warzone and Cold War. The events in one will impact the events in the other, expanding Call of Duty in new ways you've never seen before. And Black Ops Cold War is not only a cross-platform game, but it's also a cross-generation cross-platform game.
That is a huge thing.
Now,
that's a huge feature.
Be the end of our show. But this wouldn't be a
wait.
Black Ops multiplayer reveal without some Black Ops style mind games. We have talked a lot today about what Black Ops is, how it feels, what it does, but for over 10 years, Black Ops is also something else. A game that consistently presses the boundaries about what multiplayer
Has it really been 10 years?
Our team relentlessly looks for opportunities to offer new types of multiplayer experiences. In Black Ops Cold War, we're excited to be launching an entire new category of multiplayer gameplay called Fireteam. This new format of multiplayer brings together everything that we loved about making Cold War and everything you'll love about
What's Fireteam?
Across every Fireteam mission and mode, you'll discover some of the most imaginative game loops we have ever designed. The Fireteam format allows us to emphasize teamwork and reward creativity. And it allows you to do things you've never done in Black Ops multiplayer before. You'll fight in squads of 4 called
Fireteam Dirty Bomb.
You'll deploy into larger maps, play fast, pushing through multiplayer objectives and modes that demand quick thinking. The action won't just affect you, but the environment you battle in. Enter Fireteam Dirty Bomb, one of the most unique game loops we've ever imagined. You and your team must search for uranium. Then, deliver that uranium to Dirty Bombs positioned around the map. Deposit uranium and detonate the bomb. Now, avoid radioactive fallout as you navigate a toxic battlefield. Every decision you make impacts your survival rate and your success rate.
Nice.
We can't wait to tell you even more about Fireteam Dirty Bomb and the other Fireteam modes and maps in the weeks ahead as we get closer to our public.
That could be a great competitive game mode, by the way.
Let's play Black Ops Cold War.
Thank you, David. Thank you. Bow, 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 bow. Now, this is sick. This is so good. There's so many great features coming out, and I think that Fireteam Dirty Bomb thing. Alright, here we go, here we go. Notorious. Gameplay captured on PlayStation 5. Let's watch it again. 1983.
Threat neutralized.
You're here
Notorious.
because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
You're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books.
Operate in the shadows.
To keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the world.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami?
Can't wait to play that map, man.
Them come.
Big Papa kick the war around. Jack no love for the other side. Any repercussions in your mouth. Spit clip all the time. Big Papa kick the war around. Roll flows, and that's how it goes.
Boom!
Go, go, go!
I will say quickly. Actually, I'll finish.
Time to punch that time card. Secure the sub.
Let's finish watching the trailer. I'll tell you later. Boom. Oh, yes.
Ah, shit.
That looks so good, man.
Soviet convoy
It's so varied as well. That's what I'm really hyped about.
I'll drive.
Big Papa kick the war around. And that's how it goes.
Keep pushing. No, over here.
It'll be so weird with many woods running around on one map. Yeah. Notorious. All right. What do I have next? Oh yeah, just quickly, just before we're gonna check out what's next. All I was gonna say is I didn't realize this before, but when I watched some of this, as I kept watching it, I realized that the fire particles seem a little bit, and the water particles like seem more like vapor. So we'll see how it looks on release. But it's just something to bear in mind. But dude, the game looks insanely good. Right, November 13th.
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Oh, looks so good. Zombies? Zombies? Yeah, that's zombies for you. Okay, what do I have next? Can we see how it plays? And what's next? Oh, fuck. How was this? Oh, is this like a Q&A? Ah, it looks like a Q&A, okay.
Welcome to the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War worldwide multiplayer reveal.
Okay.
Depths and Prayer just gave us our first look into the details around
Hey
the
Maven, hey Jess, what's happening?
Multiplayer. So thank you, team.
We are pumped to start showcasing all the different deniable operations and
Right,
signature
okay.
combat experiences they've been talking about. This region.
Who's streaming? Who was streaming it? Because this.
You know these guys from YouTube, from Twitch, from. I have some
Wait,
of the
wait.
guys that I've been loving to
Okay.
play with and watch over the years. Bobby Puff Gaming, Drifter, Cat Conti, Cat Gun, Legion. You know these guys from
Cat.
YouTube, from Twitch, from all over the world.
Nick!
Favorites being
Nick!
Nick, Noah J, Sean
¿Qué
J
pasa?
Gaming, and also Marksman. I can't wait to watch these guys drop in.
They really had to choose this pick for Tim.
Armada, Symphony, Tim the Tatman. Hopefully he can stay on the map, and also.
Oh shit! Not only they pick this pick, they also fry his shots, bro. Oh
We
damn.
also have many
Okay.
more, as well as some of our CDL pros. They're going to be all participating
Nice.
today. And now let's take a look at what these guys are going to be starting off with. We have 12 versus 12 combined arms domination on Armada. This is the first map ever to be fully on.
Alright, let's mute this and let's watch what happens, shall we? Alright, cool. So let's see how this plays. I mean, I'm just gonna talk over this because I I am really hyped for this game, guys. Oh my days. I am so hyped. I wish I could play it on PC, but it's just, it just wouldn't be possible. I think I'm gonna go for PlayStation when that comes out, whenever that comes out. I'm pretty sure. Why is it lagging from just me? Or is it lagging for everyone? No, let's skip ahead, see if it lags. Hey, Jericho. Okay, nice. The vehicle mechanics look a little, I don't want to say clunky, but a bit slow. So I don't know. We'll see. We should see some more. I wonder how, like, did you being in the water count as a will it reduce your recoil kind of thing? I'm just curious. So yeah, but yeah, overall looks fantastic. It seems like it plays really cool. It's essentially updated. I really like that fact. I'm really looking forward to the campaign. You know what? I'm really looking forward to the campaign for this. And man, I just can't wait. It's gonna be so good. So good. Alright. Remember guys, November 13th. So right, this is where we're gonna finish. Ah no, I wanted it on the net screen, bro. Man. This is where we finished the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer reel. I'm really hyped for this. I'm really excited. I cannot wait. As always, guys, remember, if you enjoyed the content, click that subscribe button. It really helps me out. And if you liked it, click the like video. Click the like video. If you like the video, click the like button, mouse on the like button. And rush be no stop. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't have anything to say. I think we've covered pretty much everything. As more content comes out, I will be covering it. But for now, I will see you all soon. Hope you have a great rest of your day. As always, I want to say, mad respect, one love. Keep fragging. Peace out.